Now, the police, forced him to pull his blick out or whatever, whatnot. For real, I'm explaining to you. Like, the reason that he rushed, all the way down there, because, somebody started blinking at this 16-year-old birthday party or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And him and his son tried to, go see what's going on or whatever. He was a great entrepreneur and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then the police acted like he was the perpetrator that, actually, was blinking at the 16-year-old birthday party or whatever, whatnot. And I guess they, started, pulling out they, one of them pulled out their blink and, shooting this man or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he pulled his blades out and start, blinking at the police or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? That stuff was crazy as ever. They actually, executed this man. For real. Because, yeah, I mean, that stuff was crazy. I mean, this dude owned, a store over there and all that stuff. So why would he, do something stupid? Blinking at the, 16-year-old party over there. Over there at his establishment. That's some crazy stuff, gang. I just don't see that happening. Anyway, so, yeah, the cops is, actually losing their mind. You know what I'm saying? They arresting these brothers and, sisters and, all that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And they actually, cutting their parts of their hair off and just keeping it as a souvenir or whatever. And that's stuff crazy, gang. Some crazy stuff, for real, though. I mean, dang. I'm shoot, they just, keeping it as, they call it the trophies or whatever, whatnot. And, oh my goodness, it's something, that's some crazy stuff. And, they just went hunting or whatever. I'm I don't know what's up with that. Because that's weird and that's some bro. Anyway. So, now, this, dude, went to jail for, blinking at these, two dudes, these two drunk white dudes that was, actually messing with him and harassing him and calling them, the N-word and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying, when he went to the store or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and they had a blick right up in they, ride or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and stuff just got, sticky. You know what I'm saying? Because dude got sick of that. And, you know what I'm saying? He had to protect himself. Because why? Them dudes with a blick at them. I'm already knowing. Why you think they had a gun up in them? For real though. But they charged this dude, and everybody in that courtroom was white. Everybody. For real though. I'm the jury, the judge, the prosecutor, all of them was white. You know what I'm saying? And this dude, one of the dudes ended up testifying against him and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Knowing dang well, you're not gonna get a fair trial. I'm already knowing, gang. That's on, bro. Anyway, this 17-year-old kid killed this gay dude or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Because they started voguing in front of the gas station or whatever, listening to Beyonce music or whatever, whatnot. And this 17-year-old was just saying some crazy stuff or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Calling them names and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Him and his friends or whatever, or whatnot. And it's you know what I'm saying? Dude got ended from that stuff that he was on or whatever. So dude took his phone because he was recording him while he was assaulting him or whatever, whatnot. And I don't think he put hands on the boy, but that boy ended up stabbing him. For real though, I'm dang, that's some messed up stuff. For real though, because shoot, it was crazy. It was crazy as ever. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, he was serving some jail time. Oh yes, oh yeah. But shoot, the thing is that he murdered this man. and they didn't even give him a life sentence. They gave him a little time. And that's some crazy stuff. That's on, bro. Anyway, the kids, like, terrorizing these, like, two black kids or whatever up in the school or whatever, when I calling them racial slurs and all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? Up there, like, just bullying them or whatsoever or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the teachers did to stop this, but I don't think the teachers did anything to stop it or whatever and whatnot, you know what I mean? But if they did, cool. If they did, dang, that's messed up. For real though, because like that was getting out of hand. That was getting out of hand for real though. And that's on real. But anyway, the person that was in charge saying, like, racism is not, like, it's not actually, like, actually prohibited there or some stuff or whatever when I not saying for real though. It's not like, welcome there or whatever. Not saying like they don't, like, accept that racist or whatever when I, and that's on real. Anyway, so now these crowd of people in Mississippi went to that Walmart because, like, just like I said in my video yesterday or whatever when I, about this cop shooting his baby or whatever when I, and they was like, went to Walmart because the employee, like, falsely accused the woman and her husband from stealing, like, the diapers and stuff, knowing dang well they paid for that stuff or whatever or whatnot. For real though. And the policeman was out of pocket. He was out of pocket for real though for doing that because he just, like, killed an innocent baby. And like they went to, like, City Hall, did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But before they did that, you know what I'm saying, they, like, hit them up with tear gas, like at the Walmart or whatever when I, you know what I'm saying? Bro, though, that was crazy as ever, gang. I'm telling you, that was some crazy stuff. Anyway, when they, like, hit City Hall and did the same thing, when they protested or whatever, they got fired or whatever when I, and I'm glad they got them fired, real, because, like, that's crazy as ever. I'm like, shoot, because, like, the cops been killing, like, kids like crazy, like a mug, for real though. And, like, they been getting away with it, for real though. I mean, like, that's some crazy stuff, gang. And that's on, bro. Anyway, so, yeah, I mean, like, shoot, yeah, I mean, like, that's some crazy stuff. That's a messed up world. You gotta teach your kids how this world really is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, who's better to teach them than y'all? You know what I'm saying? For real though. I mean, like, because, like, yeah, I mean, like, I know they got, like, a lot of stuff out here too, like, you know what I'm saying, distract people from what's going on. But yeah, I mean, like, shoot, it's not hard to, like, teach your kids about this, like, about the world, about what's going on out here or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, shoot, I'm telling you, real though, I mean, like, shoot, they go, like, see it, they go see that, and, like, shoot, it's gonna mess them up or whatever, you know what I mean? For real though. And I'm not talking about physically, I mean mentally, you know what I'm saying? For real though, I mean, like, shoot, because, like, yeah, it's crazy. It's just crazy out here. Whatsoever. For real though, I mean, like, shoot, because, like, yeah, you gotta, like, know certain things. I mean, like, shoot, I had to teach myself about how this world was. You know what I'm saying? Ever since I was younger, for real though, I had to do that. For real though. And I'm glad I, like, taught myself that or whatever when I, you know what I'm saying? Because nobody want to teach me anything about it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, enough about me. So yeah, I mean, like, you gotta, like, teach them about, like, all this stuff, for real though. So they won't fall into, like, the traps they got out here for a lot of people, For real though, because they just like go keep on banning people and all that stuff, and that's on bro. But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Hit the bell on notifications so you see my next upload and my next post. And to make sure I make another one tomorrow, gang. So long, farewell, goodbye.